Hello again, my name is Hugh and welcome to my channel and my chair. As you can see, today is going to be an unboxing. 1, 2 and 3. That one's heavy. I know what's in there. It's a router table, a Ryobi router table. I watched a video a couple of months or so ago by Steve of Phenrica Woodstuff where he'd bought a router lift, so he wasn't going to use his router table anymore. I said, look, if you're ever interested in selling it, let me know, and I'm interested. And he said, I'll probably keep it. And he messaged me about a week later. He said, look, I've been thinking it's just going to sit on the shelf, so if you want it, you can have it. I said, no, I'll pay for it. He said, no, you can have it. So Steve was also looking for an Axminster Evolution chuck, the SK114. So I sold him one that's the price that we both agreed, and it was a good price, a lot cheaper than you'd have to pay at Axminster's for it. But because he said he was giving me this, I also put onto the chuck a set of Evolution jaw carriers and sea jaws. So it worked out fair. He paid for the postage for this, and I paid for the postage for the chuck. So I'll be unboxing this now, having a look what's inside. Then I'll be shutting the camera off because I am going to read the instructions. But before I do that, in the last few days I've had a couple of stickers in the post. One, Copper Owl Wood Turning, which is Rob. Brilliant channel. I really love the stuff he makes. He gets superb finishes on his pieces. I'll put a link to Rob's channel up there and in the description below. And the other one is an updated sticker from Louis. From Spindle's Workshop, changed his name from Woodworking 220-7 to Spindle's Workshop, then matches his Etsy page. So again, I'll put links to Louis up there and in the description below. If you're not subscribed to either of those, highly recommended, and yeah, just go and have a look, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when they're going to be releasing videos. So, enough said, let's get on with doing this. I will probably speed most of this up, because you don't want to be sitting for hours watching me. Sorry if the camera's wobbling. You don't want to be sitting watching me having fun with lots of little bits. Okay, let me get these boxes open, then we'll have a look, see what's inside. Okay, inside this one is the fence. It's cast aluminium, beautifully packed, Steve, thank you very much. Sorry about that wobbling camera. Inside this one is the actual table. I'll leave the packing on there. Again, it's cast aluminium, quite heavy. So put that one to one side, and then that one. Stupidly, I opened both ends. But, oh dear, inside there is the dust extractions, yeah, knobs and posts in that one. the safety switch, non-return, no voltage, sorry. Oh my god, now this is a surprise. Steve has also sent in the package a Ryobi router. Steve, well, I'm speechless. That's brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. And that's a beast. And I know, because I've watched all of Steve's videos, that router's recently had new bearings, so I don't have to worry about it. Table inserts and mitre. I saw Steve make this. This is a port that fits on the back of the fence for dust extraction. And lastly, the 4 legs. So let me have a bit of a tidy up here, and I'm going to read the instructions, see what goes where, and I'll bring you back when it's time to put all this thing together. See you in a sec. Okay, so this is the table top itself, very nicely machined. So I've been through all of the boxes and I thought, hang on, there's no bolts to put everything on, and sort of thought popped into my head, hang on, Steve is very meticulous and very tidy. So what's he done? Put all the bolts back in their own spaces. So it's going to be unscrewing these. They're all Allen bolts, so give me 2 minutes to take all of these off, and we'll start putting some legs on. Okay, so this is the leg with the cutout for the NVR, no voltage release switch, which I wanted to put at the front for ease, because the diagram shows it on the side, but these have little nodules and indentations, and that's where it's going to go, because that's where it fits. So I did actually screw that on first, and then found out I won't get my Allen key in to tighten these up with the switch in. So in by hand first, and then I'll go around and tighten them all up. So I'm not going to make you sit and watch me put Allen bolts or hex bolts into slots, so I'll bring you back when I've got all 4 legs on. Okay, that's all 4 legs done. No voltage release switch on there. According to the instructions, next thing is that one, which is the under table guard, and that just bolts in using the same 5mm hex headed bolts that the legs are screwed on with. So let me get these finger tight, and then I can nip them up with my Allen key, making sure not to over tighten, because after all this is aluminium and I don't want to start stripping threads. And it's not really structural anyway. Okay, so let me flip it over, and that's the underside done. Obviously the router's going to fit there, but that's going to be the last thing I put on. It's quite a big table. Yeah, but I've got an idea of where I'm going to put it anyway. So let me have read a bit more, and then we'll sort out the top. See you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, I've actually come outside. This is now getting too big for me to work on my little table. So I've got this old gate I made years ago, which I'm now using as a portable bench. But it's such a glorious day. I'm just going to show you where I live. I know I've done this before, but today is just glorious. That's my pear tree. Isn't that stunning? Okay, next job, according to the instructions, is to attach this to the table. As you can see, round-ended bolt with a square flange that seats inside there. And that now gives me movement up and down, and you can lock it in. Okay, next stage. Right, there are 3 posts to be screwed in. Sorry about the shaky camera. Okay, let me move it. That's better, so. Now, Graham did tell me, Steve did tell me that these are actually not much use. He doesn't really use them. But what they do screw them like that. That slides over there. Hang on, I'll be back in a second. So, where's it gone? This one goes onto there, and then where did I put it? This one attaches to there, like so, and then that screws there with that groove you lock that into there and it's solid, and that gets screwed onto there. See in a this fits over there, and then with these two you can screw on your featherboard. Last thing to do is attach the router, get an extension cable out from there, and switch on and see what this sounds like. Back in a moment. Okay, that's the router fitted. Took the plate off first. I will keep that safe, but I've got two other routers, one this size and a small palm router, so I can't see me ever taking this off from here. Last job now. Okay, so the last thing I did was take that off and put on Graham's homemade dust extraction port. I've got a lead, extension lead from the workshop out to here, all plugged in. Let's see. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm going to have a chat with Steve because, or have a look at Ryobi. That's got a 1/2 inch collar for the bits, and all of mine are 1/4 inch. So it's either going to be get a new collet for it or buy some new bits. So the other thing I've got to do is make a stand for it, but I'll talk to you about that in a second with what I've got planned for this. So I'll see you back in my chair in a couple of minutes. Hello. Well, that was a great way to spend a couple of hours. Really enjoyed that. Steve, thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. I will be ringing you because I want a word about the fact you put the router in. So that wasn't expected. So yeah, I'll be using that a lot. I've also bought a router jig as well. So I've got some things I want to try and do, something different. My turning is going to be limited for a while, at least. Well, this video is going out on the 31st of March, which is when I'm having acupuncture again this afternoon, and after I turned that bowl at Kevin's, or attempted to before my back said what you doing, and then the acupuncturist said no, you've got to take it easy. So I have to be guided by him. He said you need at least 2 sessions before you start thinking about getting back on the lathe. So that's what's happening. So yeah, I will be obviously getting back on the lathe because I love it, but I may well be starting off on pens, and the first one is going to be me finishing off that dovetail pen, or pen blank. So something different once again, but if you've liked what you've seen, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. If you're not subscribed and you feel you'd like to, You can click on my icon at the bottom, click all on the notification bell, and YouTube lets you know when I upload my videos, which is normally a Thursday morning. So before I say goodbye, please check out Steve's channel. He does, well, they all do, astonishing work. Louis from Spindle's Workshop, and last and by no means least, Rob from Copper Owl Wood Turnings. All their channels are down there in the description. So please, if you're not subscribed, go and have a look at them. Subscribe, hit the bell, and if you want, let them know I sent you over. That way they know who to blame. But yeah, I'll see you next week. And all I've got to say now is Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very much. Please stay safe, take care, and well,